Alright guys, Epic Slayers here. Welcome back to a brand new Division video, albeit a very late one. In today's video, I'm going to recap Thursday's 1.8 state of the game and basically go over all the most important news that we got, which includes the new Rogue 2.0 system and the changes coming to the Dark Zone. It also includes the new gear score increase or the gear optimization that's coming in 1.8. And then lastly, we're going to talk about Skirmish, the RPM glitch and a lot more. So hopefully you do enjoy this one. If you do, drop a like. That would really appreciate it. If we can hit 300 likes on this video, that would be absolutely awesome. If you're new to my channel and enjoy Division and Destiny, then please subscribe and let's get into it. Let's talk about the new 1.8 gear optimization and new gear score. So this is kind of the new sort of evolution of gear improvement, and it works very much the same way that Destiny 2 works, or even Destiny 1 works, with their sort of base level and power level or light level. So what this effectively means is that basically what you'll be able to do with Division Tech as the new consumable is you'll be able to use this to roll the best in slots statistics for every piece of gear that's available. I mean, for the moment with classifieds you can already recalibrate your gear at least twice, but now you kind of have a new way to improve your gear and get maxed out rolls that you would normally experience in sort of Last Stand, for example. So the way they've done it I think is very, very good, and it works, as I said, a lot like Destiny. So on Destiny, if you've never played it before, you have sort of a base level, which on Destiny 2 at the moment is 20, and then you have a power level, or in Destiny 1 it was called a light level, and that's basically how strong your character is. So in the Division, it kind of works the same. You have a base level in World Tier 5, let's not remember, you have a base level of 256. So that's effectively gear that's, you know, not maximized. That's not how they, you know, the best rolls that you can get now. It goes from 256 all the way up to 286. Of course, if you're max roll on everything, then you're going to be at 286. So what I can confirm is that it is retroactive in respect of you don't have to farm new pieces to get up to this. All your gear, when 1.8 comes out, all your gear will basically reflect what your power level is, effectively, or what your new gear score level is, which is, again, really, really good. And it basically reflects just how, you know, the quality of your gear on you. For example, if someone joins in and they're 256, you know that they're 256 because they're on World Tier 5. But if someone joins and they're 286, well, that person has got the max roll for all of their stuff, and ultimately they've got better quality gear over the 256 person. And that's going to be sort of the differential here. So it technically is a gear score increase, but it's technically not. Now, my only concern with this is the div tech, probably for me, because I've used it all. I know a lot of people wouldn't have. You will be able to get this in the social area in the West Side Piers, which is the new area. And of course, you'll be able to get in the Dark Zone. Of course, the Dark Zone will still be the best way, I imagine, to get this stuff. And I believe you'll actually be able to get Division Tech from like various activities in the West Side Piers as well. So that's kind of how 1.8, the new gear optimization, is going to work. I think it's a very good idea. And if it works anything like Destiny 2 does, or Destiny 1, then it's going to be very, very good. Moving on, let's talk about 1.8 Skirmish mode, or the Team Deathmatch mode, coming to the Division. Something that I think a lot of the community have been asking for a very long time. And we've got a bit more information now, so let's basically go over that. So regarding matchmaking, the same matchmaking system as Last Stand will be used for Skirmish. You can join as solo or as a group of 4. Last Stand normalization will also apply in Skirmish. I'm not sure if I'm happy about that, but it will apply. And skill-based matchmaking will be used to keep games balanced. I really hope with this that they consider connection over skill-based matchmaking. I hope, you know, to be fair, the game has a lot of lag as it is, so I'd rather wait 10 minutes and get in a game where I know the connection's very good, even if I'm against players that are better than me, than go in a game with really high ping and, you know, just for the sake of balance, when the lag will just stop the balance anyway. So hopefully they look into that, because I really think that they might fail here, and that's the reason why Last Stand at the moment, the lag and stuff is an issue. So hopefully they look into that. They have confirmed that in the loading screen you'll actually be able to see your squad and inspect what the highest ranked player is using, and I believe you'll actually be able to do an emote in the loading screen as well, so just a little bit more information there. Now regarding this Skirmish arena, what they've said is they want less running, more gunning, which is exactly what a lot of people have been asking for, and I think what a lot of people wanted from Last Stand, so I'm glad they're actually getting in this new mode. The arenas are specifically built for fast and in-your-face PvP, and they've said that it's roughly the size of Bryant Park, so you have space to move around, but you'll have minimal downtime between encounters, which is really great. I think the biggest thing here is the fact there's no NPCs in Skirmish, which is something I wanted removed from Last Stand, but they're not doing that. It will be removed from Skirmish. 4v4 is going to be absolutely awesome. So they did talk about the scoring system and objectives, and I think if any of you guys have ever played Team Deathmatch, you'll kind of know what it is. So when you finish the player, the team gets a point, which is obvious. The teams will fight in a Team Deathmatch mode until one team has reached 20 points. When a player is just downed, he can be revived. And similar to Last Stand, downing, finishing, assisting, reviving, healing, etc. will give you XP, but downing a player, for example, gives you extra XP. So effectively, if you down a player, you have to kill them for the point to count, and it's up to 20. I don't know if 20 is a bit too short, but you know, quick, fast games would be really, really cool, so I'm not going to say too much about that. They did go on to talk about PvP ranking. Last Stand ranking will become an overall PvP ranking, with Skirmish being included under that umbrella. This means that playing both Last Stand and Skirmish will increase one consolidated PvP rank that's now capped at 99. So if you didn't know already, in Last Stand the cap is at 40. Well, now it's actually going to be at 99, and players can expect classified caches among other rewards for increasing the overall PvP rank. So that'll give some incentive for players who normally don't play PvP to go into PvP to get those classified caches. They have said lastly, you'll get skirmish caches depending on your performance in the match, and post rank 40 you will get classified caches as rewards, as I said before. So if any of you guys don't play PvP, this might be a good idea to get into it. Moving on, I want to briefly touch on probably the biggest news to come from the Division. And the reason I'm going to touch on it is because we really don't know that much about it yet, and I believe this week they're going to be going more into it. So Rogue 2.0, they've mentioned for a very long time that they're going to change the Rogue status, which I think a lot of people are happy with, except for Rogues, or people who go Rogue. But if it means more people are going to go in the Dark Zone, I think it's a very good idea, especially when Division tech's going to be so important in 1.8. So very, very good to this. What they've said is that friendly fire is now off in the Dark Zone, so no more accidental rogues, which is a massive change, a very good change, because for me, one thing that puts me off in the Dark Zone more than anything is going rogue by accident and then getting killed. It really annoys me. So I'm glad they've really taken, you know, the incentive here and gone at it and fixed that. That's really cool. It's only taken them a year and a half, but we're finally there, guys. It looks like there might be some good changes here. So what they've said as well is that Rogue 2.0 will introduce a voluntary toggle for going rogue, which again is really cool. So you basically have to toggle when you want to go rogue. Great, that's good news for me. I think that's a really cool idea. But again, they've not mentioned too much about it. They have mentioned that there's no new Dark Zone brackets, and really they are going to be going into this full new rogue system. So I'm not going to really go into it in too much detail, to be honest, guys. I'll wait for Thursday to come out in the state of the game, and then for really to go into it before I make a video about it. I've actually been online and seen a lot of people hating on this system. I think those are rogues who don't like this system, but then a lot of people saying that's actually really good. I'm not going to pass judgment yet. If it means that I'll go in the Dark Zone more, I'm happy. If it means it pushes more people into the Dark Zone, I'm happy, because ultimately the Dark Zone is an amazing place, or it used to be. So hopefully, you know, they do a very good job here. We will see in this week's State of the Game, though. So to end the video, I want to touch upon some really important points which weren't quite as massive as these, but definitely need mention, and I think you guys need to know about. So the first one is the RPM glitch. You've either been a victim of it, you've either used it, or you've saw a YouTuber do a video about it. But basically the RPM glitch is really abundant in the game right now. Effectively, people stacking their RPM to crazy numbers, the magazine size to crazy numbers. I mean, it's not even called the RPM glitch anymore, I don't think, because it works with mods, it works with magazines, it works with crit damage from my understanding. You can actually stack crit damage from 3 to 400%. Which is just fucking crazy, and definitely needs fixed. And they've said that the fix will be soon. It is more complicated than it might look. It needs a client-side patch, and it will be out on PC first, console a bit later due to verification purposes. This needs to be fixed before 1.8 comes out. Otherwise, people will come in that have been off the game for a while because of 1.8. They'll see this and they'll leave straight away. Now, they have already started handing out bans for this. I've seen people getting banned, which is really good. I think it was a 2-week ban a lot of people got. Now, if the game had a lot of players, like loads of players, I think it should have been permanent. But because of the fact that the actual player base is small, I think 2 weeks is fair enough. I don't agree with some YouTubers actually showing people how to do it. My mate OG Swag Panda actually did a good video about it, because he never showed how to do it, he just showed what the effect was. So I think that's really cool, and I think he addressed the point very well. So yeah, I don't want to go too much into that, but I think that that's really good that they're looking into it. Hopefully that will be done very soon. The second point I just want to make before I end the video here, guys, is that stamina and toughness are going to be adjusted, which again is really good. Hopefully, stamina will become something in 1.8, because as of right now, there really is no point of going into stamina. It's all firearms, it's all electronic. Stamina means fuck all. If you are trying to make a stamina build, it's absolutely pointless. So hopefully, in 1.8, whatever they do will basically be able to encourage you to invest in stamina a bit more, basically how it used to be. But we're just going to have to see. And there we are, guys. So thank you very much for tuning in today. I apologise that it's been about a week since I uploaded my last Division video, and it's taken me a while to actually get over these 1.8 points, but I've been very busy, not just with Destiny 2, but with work and life in general. So I do apologise about that. Hopefully, I will be able to stay on schedule here. I know that the new the stream for the Rogue System 2.0 system will be coming out on Thursday. I will be covering that on my channel, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for all your support anyway, guys. It's been absolutely amazing. And until next time, peace.